Lagos, one of Africa's fastest growing cities, is known for its aquatic bounties, diverse culture, and a destination of choice for tourism. This is Badagry, a serene coastal town along the Lagos Creek. It's one of such attractions to many visitors. This ancient town has remained prominent for its rich cultural heritage and many preserved monuments. This is inside Lagos. Amade Doja, Salam Adeni.
Ẹni tí ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò yìn ẹkù kan.
This is Badagry roundabout, and behind me is Sato Drum, a mystical drum forming part of the preserved culture of the Badagry people. This 8-feet drum is not just an ordinary drum, and the drummers are special people who beat it in a unique manner on special occasions. Now come with me as we explore the mystery behind this drum. Sato is not an ordinary drum. These drummers are not ordinary people either. Behind the rhythm of this drum is a story. Sato, a melodious booming sound, is an ancient tradition. There are many Sato drums, but the traditional one is different. We journey to Akarakumo, a 10-minute drive from Tokpo Garage, where the original Sato is located. In the ancient days, to beat Sato, one or both parents of the drummer must be dead. Those who beat it with one hand have lost a parent. Those who beat it with both hands are orphans. It is a taboo to have both parents alive and beat Sato. This was a main curiosity in visiting Akarakumo. Akarakumo is a sleeping village with natural air. Inside the King's Palace is the Drum House. The Baler of Akarakumo, Chief Nunayon Awogbemi Metonkonji I, is not around, but the head of Traville family of Akarakumo Kingdom, Trave Julius Egbenu, took us centuries back.
Our ancestors came from Benin Republic. When they arrived here, they consulted the oracle, and they were told to remain here. They came with the Sato Drum to this place. Even my grandfather grew to meet Sato.
Holding the drumsticks to beat Sato has now been modernized.
Now that we are in the era of modernization, so we relax some of those rules to accommodate people who are interested in Sato Drum to beat it. There are rites that must be carried out before anyone can beat the Sato Drum.
Sato Drum is a symbolic royal musical instrument. One of its uniqueness is the twin form of the drum, male and female.
We have only 2 pairs of Sato drums, and our ancestors left one at Onfo in Ogun State. One is here in Akarakumo, Badagry. Any other Sato drum you see outside these 2 areas are not traditional.
So Sato mi te ba tun ri iyen ki se Sato to pe ki se ilu Asebaye because ilu Asebaye leleyi awa gboju aba baba nla baba wa won gboju aba ni.
Now it is time for Sato to be beaten, but not without its rites. Yoho is the prayer room where the real ancient drum is kept.
Agara do memno humia o, kozam do ma humia o, jijo na yin lo. TVC managbe lo. TVC managbe lo. Ena yin kan lo.
Àlàáfíà lẹ ma ba le o.
Ni se.
Àwọn ọmọ yin kankan ni se won o.
Ni se.
Àwọn aya yin kankan ni se won o.
Ni se o.
Àwọn ọkọ yin kankan ni se won o.
Ni se o.
Gbe ga ni bi se won ma gbe yin ga o.
Ase o.
E lọ sẹ́yìn o. Wájú lẹ ma lọ o. Be se ba se ń gbàdúrà pé a ma lọ sí ìlú Ìgbò lágbà lọ ìlú Ìgbò náà á jẹ́ tiwa o.
Ase o.
Kí Sato tó jáde agba shinap ìgò kan ọtí ìbílẹ̀ yẹn jẹ́ gogoro ìgò kan.
Before Sato is brought out, we will perform some rituals with hot drinks, red oil, and kola nuts.
Àti gbàǹjà àti òbí àbàtà. So àwọn kan tó ti fi ń wúrò yẹn ẹsẹ̀ wọn gbọ́dọ̀ pé tí a bá fẹ́ pé Sato jáde yàtọ̀ sí àwọn ilé pé wọ́n fẹ́ wá síbí wọ́n kàn fẹ́ gba ìtàn àbí kíní kan but tí Sato bá fẹ́ jáde gbogbo owó yẹn la máa ń ṣírò pọ̀ tí wọ́n pé àwa ti ra kíní yẹn sílẹ̀ á dẹ̀ ti ṣe tuntun yẹn kí wọ́n tó dé.
Gàìndé 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 no sí gàìndé lò.
And music to boost the morale of the drummers.
Gàìndé gàìndé no sí gàìndé lò.
Bí Sato ṣe wà yẹn o kì í wọnú ẹ̀.
It is prohibited for us to look into the Sato drum when bringing out Sato. An anointment is often made to alert people about the arrival of the Sato Drum.
Then the announcement of the sacred drum.
Ago. Ago, ago.
The male drum first and female second. The sound of the drum was said to be so powerful that it scared evil. Beating Sato demands real energy.
Dijo Sato kì í ṣe ẹrù kékeré, kì í ṣe ẹrù ọmọdé o. Tó ń bá train ẹ, tó bá dẹ̀ ń jẹ́ ọmọ.
Beating Sato is not a child's play. If you are not trained or initiated into it, you cannot beat it. We employ government to help us in advancing our culture across the shores of Nigeria. Anytime I beat Sato, I am always very excited because it is my ancestral heritage.
Láàkọ́ náà tá bá lu Sato, a máa ń weak, and then máa ń lu báyìí inú mi máa ń dùn because ó jẹ́ ìlú ìdílé mi. And then bí mo ṣe ń jó, ó dàbí exercise ni mo ń ṣe. Inú mi ń dùn, tí má ti ń jó báyìí inú mi máa dùn. Mo ti ń lu Sato láti 1989. Sato ó jẹ́ ìlú tó dáa. Tó yẹ pé ọjọ́ kíjọ ti máa jáde.
I have been beating and dancing to the Sato drum since 1989. Anytime I am part of the crew during some of our outings, I am always very excited.
Ìfẹ́ lọ, inú mi ò kí ń dùn tó máa dọ̀ pé mi ò fẹ́ lọ. Bọ̀ tó máa dọ̀ pé ẹ̀yà wàá tẹ̀lé wọn, inú mi máa ń dùn gan. Ẹ̀rù bí mo ṣe máa ń ṣe gan, màá ti sáré wá, màá ti kó àwọn aṣọ Sato jáde, màá ti kó àwọn because of pé inú mi dùn sí.
These are some of the children that will sustain the tradition. 15-year-old Maoton Idowu is one of them. He had paid his dues before doing this.
I've been beating this drum from 2012. It's interesting when we are beating it. It's so sweet, lovely.
What do you want government to do?
We want government to buy us a car that when we are going out, we should carry it along. I went a lot before doing it, and I do some sacrifice before doing it.
What are the sacrifices?
We buy some things like oil and cola nuts, like other things.
His mother is a pillar of support.
It
is their ancestral heritage. I gave him my full support when he started about 6 years ago. I am hopeful that beating Sato will take him to greater and many places in life.
tó ń pé àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n á rí jẹ wọ́n á rí mu lẹ́yìn ọ̀la tó yẹ pé wọn ò ní fi gbàgbé ìlú yìí. Lẹ́yìn náà.
We want government to empower us so that our children can sustain this cultural heritage. We also want government to help us with a bus to aid the carriage of Sato. When we have engagements, we can engrave our family name on the bus.
Nǹkan tíjọba ṣe fún wa títí ìyẹn á wà tó pé àwọn ọmọ wa àwọn náà tún dé wọ́n á máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
In fact, when you get to Badagry roundabout, the first thing you will notice, what have become the symbol of Badagry, is actually the Sato Drum. And the Sato Drum beside me is the ancient one. And the custodian of the Sato is here, where we are called Akarakumo. It is very important to us. Anytime you see the Sato Drum being brought out, definitely something important is going on. When we have huge festivals in Badagry, when we have big ceremonies in Badagry, that is when we come out with the Sato Drum. It is very, very significant to us. It is very historical. And I'm employing the government of Nigeria to come and make research, make further research, and document the history of Akarakumo, document the history of the Sato Drum that we have here in Akarakumo. This drum you have, it entails a lot of things. This drum you are looking at is significant. What do you think is important? Or why is it that Badagry indirectly have taken the drum as a symbol of the town? Why is it significant? It is because it is very important.
Government of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, is focusing on Badagry in terms of tourism development. And if you look at Badagry on the map of Nigeria, it's one of the tourism destinations. And there are a lot of potentials in Badagry in terms of tourism, which the governor is trying to harness and to rebuild. Currently, before we go into the issue of Sato, currently there are a lot of some of our projects that are ongoing. The slave route, called Point of No Return, that will be rebuilt very soon. We have the four-story building that we are going to rebuild. Even the first primary school in Nigeria, we are going to rebuild. And the one that is going on currently is Agiatri. Agiatri is a place where first Christmas took place in Nigeria when the colonial master came. That is where, and that Agia tree is just a tree. The celebration took place under that place. So today we are reconstructing that place to start that one. You know, Zangweto is one of the security masquerade. But today it has been turned to entertainment that they used to entertain our people. It has been on the calendar of Ministry of Tourism that every year Lagos State government support them. The same thing is going to accrue to these Sato drummers. We are going to repackage them for international festival. Very soon, we are going to have ECOWAS Cultural Festival. This ECOWAS Cultural Festival, and which these drummers, Sato drummers, are still coming up on board to entertain people. So we are going to look at how we are going to turn their Sato drumming into international standard. Badagry is the coolest area. That's very calm, the atmosphere, everything. The beaches in Badagry is fantastic. So the governor is pushing very hard with the contractors and the federal government so that they can fast track the road act for better development of Badagry.
History tells us that Sato is a sacred drum from an unrecorded time. The first Sato, a spiritual twin drum, was carved when Akarakumo in Badagry was plagued by evil. Sato is a monument to remind Lagos of its power to conquer evil while preserving history and rich cultural heritage.
And that does it on the extraordinary drum of the ancient people of Akarakumo Kingdom in Badagry. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeni. Many thanks for watching Inside Lagos.